I am the God man, living, learning his plan. This is teaching, never preaching. I'm the future advance. I'm the reason that you're reaching to the knowledge in this season. I'm the universe, lyrically in tune to work. My black magic beat is savage, so this music is my passion. I use a verse to break the spell, but the devil did his work on the small minds while he running his turf. Rap niggas want respect, but these chickens are jerked. Talking spicy, love money, love sex, dummy. Love disrespect instead of building connects. To be the best of ourselves on this planet called hell. I see a lot of Satans having your conversations about your life within the matrix, but you never learn to change it. Practicing your rituals to keep us in your cages, and my people do the same thing to keep us in that placement. Arguments of hatred, it stops with my engagement. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. Super Bowls are fixed, World Series fixed, NBA, NHL, yeah, it's all fixed. I sound crazy to a zombie cause his brain is fixed to believe in anything that the devil flips.
It's AMB again. You notice the lines that I said in that song, right? The lines that I said in that song in your face that I dropped in 2020. Pay attention to it.
Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, both gone now. They were used and abused, forced to hold a smile. Super Bowls are fixed, World Series fixed, NBA, NHL, shit, it's all fixed. I sound crazy to a zombie because his brain is fixed to believe in anything that the devil flips.
Pay attention to it. The reason why I said that is because I came to a realization in 2007 that all of these top teams in the leagues since a certain period of time, even way before the Patriots were good, it was orchestrated. You can go all the way back until 1966 when they started the NFL. Because it was two, the NFL and the AFL, they merged. And they created the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was started in 1966, or 67, I believe, the way they play it, right? And the two teams that went, Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers, right? Bart Starr was like the first star quarterback, you know what I'm saying, to really make a name for himself. And then you had like, I forgot to call quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. But I know they won one year. I don't know if it was in the 60s or in the 70s. Because they have 4 Super Bowls. And Pat Mahomes only won 3. Though he's been there 4 times. The reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of us now get caught up in football because there's money involved for the public. Understand that you got to understand the system is failing when they're letting you access means of making money off of games. You always had that access by Vegas and people bet, you know, they do the fucking, you know, squares and all this other shit that they do on the Super Bowl. Now you can bet any game. You can get baseball, football, basketball, golf, all that shit. FanDuel and DraftKings. You can do all of this, and what they've done is turn Vegas into your phone. Now you can bet and win money and lose money or whatever the fuck the case may be. But you're gonna see a lot of the games look really ridiculously stupid. A lot of things that's happening. I mean, if you haven't noticed already, I mean, let's go back into 1998-99 with the Minnesota Vikings. When Randy Moss was a rookie, had a 15-1 team, Minnesota Vikings. They played the freaking Atlanta Falcons, Jamal Anderson, and whoever else played on that team. That team didn't deserve to go to the Super Bowl. They were good, but they wasn't supposed to go to the Super Bowl. But here's 2 factors to this. Anytime you see a quarterback, right? Usually if he's white at that time, they're not gonna listen. I can take it back. I mean, how many black quarterbacks? Fully black quarterbacks. And I'm saying this not to disrespect the Russell Wilsons, because I like Russell Wilson. Pat Mahomes, 2 Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. They both mixed. You know what I'm saying? Who was the last black quarterback to go to the Super Bowl? Fully black quarterback, like 2 African American parents, 2 black parents. The last black quarterback to go to the Super Bowl is Cam Newton, right? Who was the first mixed race quarterback, which is he's mulatto, what they call mulatto, which actually I learned was a racist term. So a mixed quarterback, black and white quarterback, you know what I mean? The first was, I want to say it was, what's his name? Russell Wilson. He won against the Denver Broncos in 2013? 14? No, 2013, because the Patriots won 2014, right? Yeah. So 2013, where they played in New York, right? Completely destroyed the Broncos, right? First black quarterback to win a Super Bowl, Doug Williams. Then he didn't play no more after that. Like, he didn't get to start no more after that. Washington Redskins threw for 4 touchdowns against the Denver Broncos, who scored first, by the way. You know what I'm saying? People are going to say, well, you're making this about race. Let me tell you something. The NFL has been racist from jump. But what isn't? Go to job is racism. Go to fucking school, racism. I mean, what isn't? So we're involved and we're assimilated into a system where there's racism around. This is what it is. My issue is you're pulling a wool over people's eyes that there's equal opportunity in things. Only 3, let's just say that Pat Mahomes and Russell Wilson are black. They are. You know what I mean? Doug Williams was the first. Didn't play no more. Pat Mahomes is mixed and he's married, I think he's married to a white woman and shit, so that. But here's the other factor of this. They pick and choose who's going to win. The Patriots, of course they selected the Patriots to win because it will fit the nostalgia of the whole 9/11 thing. 11 goes down, Drew Bledsoe, 12 comes in, you know what I'm saying, takes over, and what do? They go to the Super Bowl and they win against the Rams, right? Tom Brady was the poster boy for 23 years. Or at least 21 out of 23 years he played, right? New England was the top team for over 20 years, for at least 20 years. Won 6 Super Bowls, matching how many states New England represents, which is 6, right? And he won 2 of them, and 6 times 2 is what? He had 2 runs, 2 Super Bowl, 2, 3, 3-peat. Well, he didn't have 3-peat, but he won 6 Super Bowls, right? Then he goes to Tampa Bay, wins 7, right? And he retires. But who did he beat to get that 7th one? Black quarterback, Pat Mahomes. All right? Look at what's going on this year. The dynasty, Kansas City Chiefs right now. They're a dynasty right now. They won 3. They're on their little run. They're barely winning games, but they're winning, right? Refs is fucking playing 12th man on the field, right? Then, and they did this with the Pats too. I mean, we get those calls, and it was like, okay, well, I'll take it because I'm a fan of them, right? But once you join, like, it and I'm pretty sure Kansas City Chiefs fans know that some of that shit is bullshit too. But this is how they play. Because now, when you talk about people winning money, they got to cover spreads. They're gonna fuck up those spreads so you don't get no money. They're gonna do a lot of that shit. Like, listen, everything is a game. In 1969, the New York Jets won with Joe Namath versus Johnny Unitas in the Super Bowl. I think it was Super Bowl, I don't know if it was 3 or 4, whatever, right? Like, that bullshit that they did where the Jets won, the Colts were the best team. You know what I'm saying? And the Jets won. I think the score was like 11 or 9 to fucking 6, some shit like that. The Jets won because, you know, and there's the whole thing around that whole story of how they was like disrespectful. The coach was disrespectful to them because it was the best team and da da da. Come on, man. Like, to me, it was like they fix everything. They fix everything to fit their agenda, to either make money, to take away from people, or to create some type of situation. Listen, you ain't got to believe nothing I say. Look it up for yourself. Have the refs been giving, friggin', except for the Buffalo game, the Chiefs have been given friggin' all those games. Right? And I'm pretty sure, I haven't watched enough Lions games, but the Lions are 10-1, right? And it's like, it's set up where it looks like they'll play the Lions, but watch what's going to happen. There's going to be an upset that's going to create a problem. It's going to be an upset in the NFL, and it's going to be totally created so people will watch it, because I see the Lions going to the Super Bowl, and I see the Lions winning the Super Bowl for the first time in franchise history. Lions haven't been good since the fucking 50s, and that was when they had just the NFC was different, separate, right? The Lions are gonna go. I feel like the Lions gonna go Super Bowl. I say all this shit's fixed because it looks like it's orchestrated. They should have screenwriters for the NFL, because people ain't gonna notice it any damn way. Just like wrestling, at a certain point, people started realizing that wrestling was fake, even though it was obvious it was fake, because nobody fights like that. Nobody fucking sits there, stomp their feet, and punch somebody in the face. Nobody does that, right? But this is the things you gotta pay attention to. Pay attention. Don't be fooled by sports. Watch it for your entertainment, but don't be freaking all caught up and arguing with people and fighting. People fighting in the stadiums and shit. What are you fighting for? And then you be people that rooting for the same fucking team fighting. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Pay attention. Super Bowls are fixed. World Series fixed. NBA, NHL, yeah, it's all fixed. I sound crazy to a zombie because his brain is fixed. To believe in anything that the devil flips. That is reality. And I'm going to keep performing that song until the fucking wheels fall off. Because it's true. Alright? Pay attention. Peace.